Thank you. I'm not only proud to be from Alabama, I was in Haleyville, Alabama this past Saturday, and we saw the signs everywhere, 911. 40 years ago, we're proud of what happened there, but more than that, we're proud of the lives and emergencies that were taken care of and how 911 spread. I agree with Governor Schaefer, Secretary Schaefer now, that we need to make sure that E9-1-1 comes reality for everybody in this country. No one should be left out. 911 is important. It saves lives, it saves families, it saves communities. Thank you. Congratulations.
Senator Shelby, again, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you being with us tonight. The next friend of mine is somebody I've known, being a mayor and worked with him many years. He was probably one of the best attorney generals the state of Alabama ever had. I hate to see him go to the Senate. We lost him in Alabama. But he's one of the most honest, upfront person that I've ever dealt with in the political arena. And again, Senator Shelby, if you need him, he's there. Please, y'all welcome Senator Jeff Sessions.
Thank you very much, Mayor. And it's a fabulous honor for me to be here today with my good friend Robert Adderholt, native of Haleyville, Alabama, and my colleague Richard Shelby, who does such a fabulous job, and to participate in this ceremony, because you know the 911 system has saved more lives, I'm sure, than anyone can count. Government so often, and I'm a critic of it often, bungles and fumbles and stumbles around. But this program has gone all over the country, and it's been exceedingly effective in saving lives, helping people, minimizing injuries, and that could be even worse. It's a fabulous system. Johnny, thank you for your friendship and all of you here in the caucus that have made this possible. I'm honored to be with you.
Y'all, again, I keep saying this, but y'all are familiar with the schedules they have here in Washington. To them come tonight, be with us, it's a special honor to me, to all of you. This next is a personal friend of mine. He's our U.S. Congressman, and he lives in Haleyville, Alabama. And when I was mayor, we had a celebration, and he had just got elected, and he was the first one to come to our Christmas in the Park, where we have over 1 million lights we'd have during the year. So this is a special occasion for this person, and I've grown close to him, his friend, his family, watched his children. And again, this is somebody that's dear to us and strong and helped us in 911 in the state of Alabama, Congressman Robert Adderholt.
Well, thank you, Johnny. It is a real honor for me to be here tonight for this very special occasion. And I may be one of the few people here in this room who was actually in Haleyville in 1968 when that first 911 phone call was made. I wish I could tell you exactly all the details that happened that day. Unfortunately, I was 2.5 when that phone call was first placed. But I can tell you that growing up in a city and a town that has been very proud of the heritage that 911 has made an impact on this country. I remember even as a young schoolboy in Haleyville doing posters that were supporting 911. So it's something that I know every school child and across America now knows all about, but at that day and age it was not a thing that not everyone knew about. But certainly the rich heritage and what has taken place with 911 and how this novel idea has grown to what it is today is tremendous. So I'm honored to be with you tonight, and let me say from those of my hometown in Haleyville we're very proud of the tradition that we have there, and we're very thankful for the work that you do on a day-to-day basis to make 911 what it is. Thank you very much.
And I want to thank all of y'all for the honor that y'all have bestowed on us this year. It's great that we're all from Alabama. We're proud that the first call was made there, but without the national and the recognition y'all give us, to all of y'all, thank you.
Thank you. That was very inspirational. You know, it took It took about 35 years since the first 911 call for the Congress to establish a caucus dedicated to 911 issues. And 5 years ago, when we all first met, we met in the Reserve Officers Association. There's about 70 of us or so. We had 4 members of the Congressional E9-1 caucus, and they had a modest agenda trying to pass one piece of legislation. Now we have over 67 members of the U.S. House and the Senate who have become members of the Congressional E9-1 caucus. And they have a very ambitious legislative agenda. They've already accomplished a great deal, and they have a lot more to accomplish further. I want to pay recognition to the co-chairs of the caucus who really have provided the leadership. The caucus itself is co-chaired by Senator Hillary Rodham Clinton. Unfortunately, because of a scheduling conflict, Senator Clinton is not here tonight. But I know very much she would like to be. We also, another co-chair of the caucus is Senator Ted Stevens from Alaska, and Senator Ted Stevens took over the helm this past year, and I would really like to welcome Senator Stevens to the stage.
Thank you very much. I'm really delighted to be here and participate. And my congratulations to the 911 Caucus and Institute for this event. This year's Citizen in Action Award goes to a remarkable young man from my home state in Alaska. He's 4-year-old Tony Sharp. He was home alone when his mother collapsed and lost consciousness during a gallbladder attack. Seeing that his mother was incapacitated and in need of help, Tony picked up the phone and called 911. He said, "Mommy is sick. Mommy needs an ambulance. Mommy fell over. She is sleeping." Tony was able to describe in the apartment building where he lived to the North Star Volunteer Fire Department, who received the 911 call. Firefighters arrived soon thereafter and to provide first aid to Tony's mother, Courtney, essentially saving her life. Tony learned how to call 911 from a book his grandmother gave him called "It's Time to Call 911: What to Do in an Emergency." Tony's story reminds us all of the critical importance of 911 and the education parents, grandparents, and teachers should not underestimate. It is critical. There is a critical role even for it's a critical role even a 4-year-old can play in saving a life. As we see in the case of Tony Sharp, teaching a child about 911 could save someone else's life. Tony's received many honors and awards for his quick thinking, including appearances on national television, a T-shirt, and a ride on a fire engine. His mother has told me he actually used 911 for the second time on another occasion. He can tell you a little bit about that. She can. We hope this award we give to Tony tonight means something to him, but we will understand if his favorite award is still his 8-month-old Labrador puppy his parents gave him for his heroism. Tony's a grand guy. He's right here. The Industry Professional Award honors an individual or organization in the commercial sector who has demonstrated exceptional contributions towards the advancement of emergency 911 communications. Ken Murray has 23 years of experience working with public safety communication systems. As a senior vice president of Robert Kimball and Associates, a firm dedicated to planning and implementing emergency communication systems throughout the country, Mr. Murray has become widely recognized as the industry leader and is active in NENA, NASNA, and APCO. His work has gained him the deepest respect of the public safety community. Mr. Murray has also become a highly positive force to help public safety advance emergency communication policy issues. Mr. Murray has led the development and implementation of numerous local and regional enhanced 911 voice and data networks since 1980. He's also played a significant role in the development of NASNA's Model State 911 Plan, as well as the decision and delivery of IP-enabled networks for 911 and emergency services. According to one of his colleagues, what sets Murray apart is an ability to channel his vision into good, sound business decisions to advance and improve 911 service to the benefit of the public. Please join us in honoring Kevin Murray. The Local Government Leader Award recognizes an individual who has demonstrated leadership and commitment to advance the capabilities of 911 emergency communications at state or local government level. This year, we honor Becky Berger, 911 Program Manager for the state of Montana. Ms. Berger manages a small office which bears large responsibilities. She and her staff serve as the 911 Program Office for the state of Montana, geographically the fourth state in the Union. There are 57 public station answering points covering about 1 million people spread out over 147,000 square miles. Montana's PSAPs and the wireless carriers serving the state face some of the most significant challenges to implement enhanced 911. Ms. Berger and her team have worked diligently to secure funding to upgrade PSAPs and work effectively with wireless providers to upgrade all but 9 PSAPs in Montana. Becky Berger has been the center of a highly successful effort over the past 2 years to implement 911, E9-1-1, in one of the most rural settings of our country. Please join us in honoring the leadership of Becky Berger as this state's State Leader Award winner.
Thank you very much, Senator Stevens. I neglected, I meant to, before I introduced Senator Stevens, to introduce the chairman of the board of directors for the E9-1 Institute, somebody who's actually no stranger here, hardly needs an introduction, but I really need to pay tribute and also thank Art Prest. Art is our board of directors chairman, so please welcome Art Prest. Since our other colleagues, Senator Stevens' colleagues, the other co-chairs were not able to make it, Art and I are going to finish handing out the awards. The Call Taker Dispatcher Award honors first responders, the 911 call takers and dispatchers who are on the front line every day. This year we're honoring a 22-year veteran from St. Clair County, Illinois, who is known for the drive and determination she brings to her work. Patricia Michaels received a frantic 911 call at 4:43 a.m. on March 29, 2007. The call was from a VoIP phone from a woman who was being assaulted by her husband armed with scissors. Although the alley information on the call suggested that the call was coming from O'Fallon, Illinois, Patricia was able to determine from interviewing the caller in the midst of the crisis that the call was actually coming from Seoul, Korea. Turned out that the abused woman was making a 911 call over a computer from an apartment near a U.S. military facility. There was an 18-month-old child in the home, and the woman was trying to call for help out of secret of fear. Imagine the situation of the caller, desperate for help, in fear of her life, and the fate of her hands in a call taker halfway around the world. Fortunately for the caller, the call taker was a skilled and persistent professional of Patricia Michaels. Ms. Michaels quickly conferenced a secondary PSAP in St. Clair County, which was the Scott Air Force Base. The Air Force Base was able to help identify the Army base from which the call was coming from. The caller and her family had been placed off base in an apartment housing 2 days prior to the 911 call. Thus, the caller was not very familiar with her surroundings, and the fact that she was located off the military base meant that the South Korean National Police needed to be engaged. Patricia Michaels managed to coordinate a dizzying array of military and South Korean police personnel to respond to the serious domestic crisis within 45 minutes from her post in St. Clair, Illinois, to get assistance to an abused woman halfway around the world. Patricia demonstrated great skill and dedication to assist someone in a circumstance where many others may have just simply given up. But Patricia put her years of experience and dedication to work when the occasion required remarkable effort. Please join me in honoring Patricia Michaels as our Call Taker of the Year.
Our next award winner is for the 911 Technician Award for William Boyd. The 911 Technician Award is a new award category this year. The purpose of this award is to honor the quiet leaders whose work is largely behind the scenes, yet essential to make 911 voice and data networks reliable and effective. Without their work, the calls would simply not go through. William Boyd is being recognized for his extraordinary work to develop the state of Washington's advanced 911 infrastructure, preparing the state for implementation of the next generation 911 platform. Washington's network is one of the most advanced in the nation, and this is due in large part to the work of Mr. Boyd. Mr. Boyd skillfully facilitated government and industry coordination, defining tactical development and strategic plans for 911. He is credited with saving the state taxpayers more than $1.5 million a year in database charges. His colleagues applaud his leadership skills, collaborative style, and technical expertise. Please join us in honoring William Boyd as the recipient of the 911 Technician Award.
To help us present our next award, we're very honored to have the Senator from Minnesota, Senator Amy Klobuchar. Please welcome, Senator.
Well, thank you so much. It's an honor to be here with all of you. I bring you greetings from the state of Minnesota, where, in the words of our poet laureate Garrison Keillor, the women are strong, the men are good-looking, and all the E9-1-1 call centers are above average. When you hear our story today, I think you'll agree with me that they're a little bit more than above average. Before I came to Washington, just so you know my background, I've only been here a year. My husband's with me today. We arrived in a little different style than most of the other senators, in our Saturn with a shower curtain from 1985 in the back seat and his college dishes. We have survived. But before that, I was a chief prosecutor for Minnesota's largest county, Hennepin County. And during that time, I saw firsthand the critical contributions that all of you make to public safety on a daily basis, helping to save lives and bring criminals to justice. And I gained an unending appreciation for your work. So I would first like to say thank you. Thank you for all you do in keeping our communities safe, and thank you for your composure and your compassion, and that you do your work never without a complaint. And I am particularly honored today to present the award for the Outstanding Call Center. And the Outstanding Call Center Award recognizes a state, regional, or local 911 program for its excellence in key emergency communications areas, ranging from the handling of emergency situations reported to 911 to the deployment and management of new technology. This year, we honor the Minneapolis Emergency Communications Center for their heroic response to one of the most serious bridge collapses in our nation's history.